Across the Spider-Verse is the sequel to Into the Spider-Verse. It's a movie that I don't know if I was really that excited to watch. I don't know if I was looking forward to it. I watched Into the Spider-Verse streaming. I didn't watch it in cinemas. I didn't feel like I had to. It didn't feel like it commanded that. But I was glad I watched it. Into the Spider-Verse was great. So I came into this movie going, it's a sequel. It'll be alright. It can't be that good. Then I watched the movie and I went to cinemas, and I'm glad I did. It was a really good movie. The characters, every single one of them grew. They all evolved. You got more depth to them. Like the movie starts off with Gwen, and you get to see a lot of her history, a lot of what makes her who she is, why she does what she does. You move on to Miles, and then you see the connection to his family, the connection to his world, how he's coping with this newfound power. So there's some development there, but at the same time there is some growth. You see Miles go from that kid that was in the first movie that became Spider-Man to being Spider-Man, like making that hard decision, being able to go against the grain, do the thing that nobody wants to do. It was nice to see him find his place in the Spider-Man world. Everyone knows Peter Parker. That's the character we know. That's the one we're comfortable with. That's the one who resonates most with us. It's the story we've always known. Miles' story is different, and it finds its place in the world, in everything. Miguel was a nice new addition. I liked him. He didn't know where he stood with anything. He was very ambiguous, but at the same time, he commanded attention when he was on screen. Pavitra was an interesting addition. I genuinely was waiting for like Apu from the Quickie Mart to show up, do the whole thank you, come again.
Thank y'all, come again.
But no, he actually, yes, he had the accent, but he had character. He had humor. It was written quite well. His jokes about none, anyone from the Southeast Asian region of the world, must have been laughing at the rest of the world for ages with that. And then you got the villain, the bad guy. He grew, and he grew slowly, but in the background. Like, you didn't see him as a threat in the beginning. You saw him as some comedic relief. You were like, oh, this movie's going to be a lot more lighter tone. But by the end of the movie, it picks up the tension, the weight. There is real threat. Went from nothing to everything by the end of the movie, which is great. You saw everything climb organically. The plot of the movie, generally, it's very family oriented, very friend oriented. It makes you appreciate the relationships you have and value the decisions you make, the choices you make in your life, and the things you have to accept and the things you can do something about, and sometimes having to go with the grain, sometimes having to go against the grain. And there's consequences to everything we do, and seeing consequences to some of those actions as well. Visually, it's amazing. Like, I watched it, I was sitting there thinking, it's different, but at the same time, it's special. Like, it has its own identity. It's something I don't think I've seen anywhere else, but at the same time, sometimes it's beautiful while being simple. At other times, really out there, like everywhere. You're like every corner of the screen you're looking at, there's something to look at. The soundtrack, the first soundtrack kicking off the movie with Self-Love was an earworm. It's still in my ear to this day. This is a Spider-Man movie. Like, this sits at the top. It's like first or second best Spider-Man movie I have seen, period. And I've seen all of them, and that's a lot. Like, Into the Spider-Verse, I wouldn't even rate that highly, but this one was different. It was something else. It was well told. It had everything you could want in it, from comedic relief to tension to family, friends, weight, everything you could want in a movie. It was all there. This guideline is to help you decide if the content in the movie is for you or your family. Any theme not mentioned is not present in the movie. Example, nudity, strong language. There's no rating for it. Comedy, medium level. Not the funniest you will see, but has enough comedy to keep going. Political, very low level. There is a poster in the background early, which is LGBT themed, but it's not obvious to most. Romance, low level. Romantic tension exists between the leads, but there's no kissing or any form of expression. Action, high level. A lot of battles, which most superhero movies have, but nothing gory or violent. Drama, medium level. There's a lot of drama, but it adds tension to the story, and it's used quite well. Like and subscribe, and anything that you did like or you didn't like, please let me know below. Thank you.